So you've heard it said that never mix apples and oranges, but when it comes to pruning, you should never mix peaches with apples, oranges, apricots, plums, no fruit whatsoever, because peaches are completely different beast when it comes to pruning. In fact, when you start pruning anything, whether it's peaches, whether it's apples, pears, or whatever, you need to understand the growth habit of that particular tree that you are pruning. The growth habit of a peach differs dramatically from the palm fruits, the apples and pears, and the stone fruits in that peach fruits only on 1 year old wood. So now, because the peach is going to fruit only on 1 year old wood, what you really need from a peach is a lot of 1 year old growth. You need to encourage the tree to put out a lot of new growth. And how do you do that? You can do that by two ways. One is by choosing the right time to do the pruning, and the second is with the kind of pruning cuts that you're going to make on the peach tree. So, what is the right time to prune the peaches? The right time, as far as I'm concerned, is now. This is the bud swell stage, and this is the time when I come in and start pruning the peaches. Now, this is usually during late winter or early spring. Now, this is the time when the peach they start breaking the dormancy and they start coming alive. And whenever you make these pruning cuts on the peach tree, all the carbohydrates which are stored in the roots throughout the winters are going to burst, are going to rush into these cuts that you made on the peach tree and encourage it to grow new shoots. These new shoots, remember, are the ones which are going to produce you any peaches. So the cuts that you make now during bud swell, this is the bud swell stage, is what is going to encourage new shoots on the peach tree. And of course, you are not going to prune your apples, pears, apricots, or plums the way you prune the peaches. Because if you make these very strong, very hard cuts on your apples, pears, plums, and apricots, it's going to encourage a lot of vegetative growth, and that's what you don't want on these trees. But you want all that growth on the peach tree because the peach is going to fruit on the new shoots that it's going to produce. And the second is what kind of pruning cuts you're going to make on the peach tree. The kind of pruning cuts that you're going to make on the peach tree are going to be mostly the heading cuts. And these heading cuts are going to be rather aggressive because you want to stimulate the tree to produce more and more of new shoots. So, heading cuts are the ones that you make on a peach tree during bud swell in late winter or early spring. Yeah, so, whatever shoots I see over here, I make these heading cuts on them. This is a heading cut. I am heading them off, and this is going to stimulate new growth on the peach. This is going to stimulate all these branches to grow further, grow some new shoots, and these new shoots are going to produce all the peaches I want. And what is important to remember is to make these heading cuts during bud swell, because this is the time when the tree is bursting with all the energy, and all the energy is going to be pushed into these heading cuts that you've made, and this is going to produce all the new shoots we want on a peach tree. And this is the kind of formation that we want to give the peach tree. We want to give it what is called open vase or a wine goblet shape. There's going to be nothing in the center like you have in the palm fruits, the apples and the pears, where you have a central leader. Over here, we are going to have all these branches radiating in different directions. And there's a reason for that. The reason is that when these branches are spread out, they are radiating in different directions. The sunlight is going to fall equally on these branches and the fruits on the branches. And also, when the tree grows a little bigger, this is a very small tree, those branches, these branches bent out like that are going to be easily accessible for picking and also for any pruning that we do on it. Now you can make a formation like this, a open vase kind of a formation, by training the tree when it's very young, or you can also do it by pruning. The first thing that we did when we got this tree as a whip was that we removed the central leader. We removed the central leader and we bent all these branches in different directions. This branch over here is a little too upright for our liking, and it's going to be bent a little bit more, so that all these branches they are bent at almost about 45 degrees or so that it gets that perfect open vase or a wine goblet shape. And this particular peach has already started flowering. And if you come a little closer, you will see that all these flowers are only produced by the 1 year old wood. The old wood has not produced any flowers at all. Now, how do you tell a 1 year old wood from the old wood? Now, this is old wood. This is brownish black in color. And the new wood is going to be burgundy color or reddish brown. And this new wood, this 1 year old wood or last season growth has produced all these flowers. And these flowers are the ones that are going to produce the peaches. You need to encourage a lot of this new growth, and you encourage this growth by pruning it hard during the bud swell stage in late winter or early spring. What is interesting about the peaches is that though it's a stone fruit just like the apricots, plums, and cherries, physiologically, in terms of its fruiting habit, it is more similar to the grapevine. This is the grapevine over here behind me, and the grapevine also bears the grapes on new shoots or new canes. It is not going to bear on anything which is old. Like, for example, this cane, it's done its job. It bore us the grapes last year and it is useless now. I am going to prune it out completely right at the base, just leaving about maybe two buds. And this cane now is useless except if I want to propagate some new grapes, and I propagate new grapes every year, these can be used as hardwood cuttings for the propagation of more grapes. Otherwise, this cane is completely useless. It's not going to bear any grapes at all. So that is why when you prune a peach or when you prune a grapevine, you need to be very aggressive. You need to be aggressive so as to encourage new growth. New growth is where you're going to get any fruit. So now if you see this branch over here, I pruned it from here right at the center. Had I not pruned this branch would have continued its journey. It would have continued its growth from here. And this particular point, from this particular point till here, this would have become second year's growth next year, which means that I would not get any fruit on this section. From here to here, there would be no fruit next year onwards. This section, which would be the new growth, this is where I would get the fruit. And every year, this is how it would go. If I do not make these pruning cuts over here, the fruit is going to go further and further away from the main stem and further away from me. Ultimately, it's going to become inaccessible to me. So I want the fruit to be as close to the branch over here, accessible to me, and I want this branch to continue to grow new branches. So by making this cut over here, what I've done is I've encouraged the tree to grow over here a 1 year old wood, and that's where we get the peaches. And this is again a peach, but this is a peach without a fuzz. A peach without a fuzz is called the nectarine. That's the only difference. Genetically, they are similar. The taste wise, they are similar, but they look very different. The nectarine has a very shiny, very smooth exterior, unlike the peach, which has a kind of a fuzz on the outside, unless you have the donut peach. The donut peach variety that we have on the farm here does not have a very fuzzy exterior. It has a fuzz, but not as fuzzy as the local peach that we have. So again, with nectarine as well, the pruning is going to be the same because its growth habit is the same. It's a peach, so it's going to fruit only on 1 year old wood. So I'm going to encourage the tree to grow some new wood by making these cuts that I'm making right now. I am making these cuts to encourage this tree to grow more new shoots so that those shoots become my fruiting buds. I'm going to give them heading cuts also because these are going to produce a lot of nectarines which can potentially break the small branch it's on. So I want the branch to be a little sturdy for it to be able to hold the weight of the peaches that it's going to grow. And of course, the first thing one should do whether one is pruning the peach or any other fruit tree is to take out any dead, broken, or diseased branches because those are going to be the entry point for diseases.